Hey everybody, Jay here. Welcome back to the Homestead. As you can see, I'm excited. Today, we're firing up our central boiler CL6048 for our 9th heating season here on the Homestead. And boy, let me tell you something. I am so excited. I am up to my absolute eyeballs in wood. We have logs everywhere. I'm so excited to get this thing running. This is actually the first, I don't know, I'd say this is like the second season where like it's a must. I need to run this thing. Some of you may know or may not know, I run a tree service and we're up to our eyeballs in firewood. I have piles of boiler wood everywhere, so I am so excited to finally burn it, finally get my wood yard back. I have stuff absolutely everywhere. So needless to say, I'm gonna walk you through the whole startup procedure. Do this every year. This is one of my most popular videos. Oh, and by the way, we got a new flannel for this season. I don't know where that came from or where that started, but I got a new flannel. I think I had a flannel the first year, red one the first year, I think blue the second year, and then somebody was like, oh, you do a flannel every year, and I don't know, it became a thing, so now it's a thing. So we bought our brand new flannel. This is our black, red, and it looks like light brown, so it's got a little bit of everything in it. So needless to say, if you see this on in any of the thumbnails, this is the new boiler videos. If you see blue, red, brown, or orange, that's all older stuff. So needless to say, let's get right into it. I'll walk you through the startup process. This is my favorite video of the year to make because we finally start burning. The homestead smells so good here. We start to burn all the fruit of our labor, and boy, is there a lot of labor sitting here. So I'm excited to finally capitalize on that. So without further ado, folks, sorry to waste those first 2 minutes. We're gonna fire up our machine. So yeah, let's get right into it. When I say to you, I am absolutely buried in firewood, I sure am. So anyways, this is our machine, central boiler. Oh, we're gonna redo this. Some of you guys know what that was. This is our 6048 classic outdoor wood furnace. And as you can see, we need to do some button up, but what we're gonna do first, we're gonna unplug our circulator pump. Hey, Lucky, say hi to the folks at home. Unplug our circulator pump. We don't have power to the unit yet. That's the first thing you want to do. You want to unplug your circulator pumps because this water in here is probably 40 degrees. It's chilly out. It's November 2nd, by the way. And yes, the water is cold, so you don't want to introduce that really cold water into the house first. You want to heat it up to at least $1.40, and then you can plug the pump in. So the pump is off. Let's check our water level real quick. Water level sitting is about here, so it's right at the full mark. We'll test that in a couple days. Open our door, and let's get a fire going. Nice and clean from the last time we ran it. Yeah, let's pack it in with some pallets, some junk wood, and we'll be off to the races. Next thing, before we forget, first year I actually burned the bucket off. I forgot. Let's get the Home Depot bucket off. Oh, another thing I like to do. There's 400 gallons of water in this unit. I like to just drain a little bit out. Any sediment or anything that drained out, or any sediment that settled. See, there's a little brown water there, probably from the spigot. As you can see though, that looks more than good. Just want to drain out any low sediment, any stuff that was sitting in there, so you don't have to go crazy. And then put that cap back on, and we're gonna bolt that back on a little bit, but yeah, let's see if I can do this peacefully. Okay, that'll do. All right, so we're gonna try something a little different. Every year I like to do things a little different. We're gonna start with putting some logs on the bottom here, and then getting our pallet and getting our pallet fire going on top of that. I try to change it up. There's no one right or wrong way to run these machines. Quite honestly, some people have given me some good tips. I'm not a boiler master, if you will, but that's a good start. Let's get some pallets and some junk wood, and let's get it going. I can't wait to burn all this stuff so I can at least move here. So cool, let's get some pallets. We'll be right back. All right, after some hunting and gathering, we found some wood. Not hard to find around here. We found some wood, cardboard, paper, got everything we need. The unit is still off, so we can get a fire going, close the door a little bit, Then we can go inside and turn the pump on. I'll walk you through it. You guys know the drill. Some of you guys know the drill. If you don't know the drill, then just keep watching. So anyways, we threw the logs down. That's a good start. I like to get some paper. This is good kindling. This is from our solo stove collection. That feels kind of wet. We're gonna see what that does. I don't know. This seems a little wet, but we're gonna give it a shot. Throw some paper in there. It doesn't have to be fancy. What you see I'm putting in there is going to be absolutely gone. Can you guys even see? There you are. What I'm putting in there is going to be absolutely gone in a matter of minutes. I'm not super worried about it. Some cardboard in there. Get our magic pallet. And we could start feeding that. You definitely want to get a slow fire going. You don't want to absolutely get a ripping bonfire when you're just starting out the season. You want to let the machine, you know, come up to temperature in a nice way, not, you know, violently. Okay, that looks like it. You guys ready? All right, here we go. The ceremonial light for 2020. Was this considered 2025 season? 2026? You get the idea. You get the idea. My torch conveniently died. We'll go over that in another video, but for now, this is gonna have to do. Oh. Oh, the smoke. My favorite part. There we go. Now we're talking. Yes. Let's get some kindling on that pallet. Don't want to drown it. Oh, yes. There we go. Boiler season has officially begun. Boy, am I excited. You don't know how excited I am to actually start this unit this year. Some years in the past I've been like, oh, this is gonna suck. This year I'm absolutely more than thrilled. We have so much wood to burn. We're redoing the whole wood yard down here. I already smell like smoke. Can you smell that? Can you hear that? Oh God, I can't. I tell you, I couldn't be happier. I love it. So much junk here. I can't wait to burn it all. Okay, we're gonna let that do its thing. Yeah, I think we're more than good. Where's that other piece of kindling? Yeah. That'll do for now. Throw a couple of these pieces of pallet in. And we should be good. Should be good. Is this in there? All right, let's go inside. Hit the breaker. That's going to turn power onto the unit. That's going to turn our control panel on, but our pump's unplugged, so we're not going to be circulating water. So let's just leave this as is and go inside. Ah, folks, what a beautiful sight that is. Oh boy, I love it. All right, just to double check, pump is off. Let's go turn the breaker on, turn our computer on, open our damper, and we'll be good. All right, over to the circuit panel. Wood, where are we? Wood boiler, where are you? Wood boiler, boom. Got that. So we just turned the breaker on. Our PEX is cold because we're not circulating yet. So we're gonna get the boiler up to temperature, up to about 140, 145. Then we'll plug in our pump and we'll start moving this water around. I love seeing the haze come out of the smokestack. All right, we turned the breaker on. We're not circulating yet. We have a water temperature of 49 degrees. Did our damper open? Our damper opened. It called for heat. And we're heating up water, folks. 49. So We got, put you guys back on the tripod. So we have 100 degrees to go before we start, what's it called? Plugging in the circulator pumps. So I'm gonna cut up a lot of this junk and I'm gonna absolutely, I'm gonna fill the boiler. We're running on just our pallets right now. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love that heat. Anyways, am I missing anything? Did the stack, checked our water. We'll actually test our water in a couple days, but yeah, what a beautiful sight. Look at that. I could watch that all day long. All right, yeah, that's it for this second. Let me cut up some wood and we're gonna load some more wood in there. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Can't wait to get rid of some of this junk here. All right, cut some stuff up. Finally. Man, I feel that heat coming off that already. Some nice maple, some oak in there. Let's get this in there. Nice pile. I tell you, that camp wood's going quick. I can still see it. Need to cut some of this back so I can like have some room to work around here. We have to raise this temperature 100 degrees. It literally don't matter what I throw in there. That's all going to be gone in a matter of hours, if you will. Cool. Let that do its thing. Splash. Why not? Oh, I can start to move again. Can I fit this on top? Sure can. Okay, look at that. I just want to say, I don't think you guys understand how much I look forward to boiler heating season. It is just part of the house here. It's just part of the homestead. It's part of the firewood process. Selling firewood now, like production wood, like we've done almost 60 cords, what is it? I think 50 cords this year. All the waste is gonna be burned in here. It just ebbs and flows. It keeps up with it. The more wood I produce, the more boiler wood I end up with. So the fact that I can heat my home and then sell wood off is amazing. There is no waste. This is all junk. This is all stuff I would never sell as like production wood. I mean, sure, you could, you know, buck it up and get it to sellable 16-inch lengths, but it's more valuable as boiler wood, as you can see there. So I love the noise, I love the smoke, I love the smell. It's so nice to just start burning again. I look forward to it every year. Some guys run it year round, and I gotta tell you, I'm not a fan of running it year round. So anyways, where are we at? 51 degrees. We could shut that for now. 51 degrees, damper's open. What we're gonna do is we're gonna shut our door, keep all that fire inside, keep all that heat, energy inside. Chimney's roaring, 51 degrees, and that's it. We're gonna let it bake, folks. We're gonna come out here in a little bit, and yeah, we're gonna check on it, keep feeding it, and then I'll go show you the inside, turning the valves and all that stuff. Everybody's plumbing is different, so how mine's plumbed could be different from how yours is plumbed. I don't know. I didn't plumb it myself personally. This is how it was done. But yeah, anyways, we'll see you guys in a few minutes. I can't wait. I gotta open the door one more time. I just love firewood heat season. Look at that. This stuff ain't perfect, but it's startup wood. That's why it's by the boiler, because it's startup wood. It's gonna do what I want it to do. All right. See you guys in a minute. All right. No haze out of the chimney. Let's see where we're at. Ooh, $1.14. That's hotter than I expected. Oh, there we go. Let's see what we got going on. Would you look at that? I absolutely love this machine. Ooh, baby. This is some dry oak. Dry maple. Can't complain there, folks. That's some good looking coals. I like putting those logs on the bottom. I think I'm a fan of that. That worked out nice. What else we got? Loading it with one hand. Amazing. All right, 1:15. About half an hour to go before we turn the pumps on. All right, we're back. Nice, no haze. Out the chimney. 149. Let's have a look-see. Yes, look at that. Burning good. Nice piece of cherry. Let's toss that in. Oh yeah, nice. All right, let's go flippy-doo-doo some valves. So again, our pump's been off this whole time. I just want to make that clear. We're just heating water up in the unit. Now let's go inside and switch some valves. All right, for those of you who don't know, you can hear our oil furnace is still running. This is the PEX that the outdoor boiler comes in for those of you just joining us. So it comes in through the foundation. The boiler is right out, 100 feet that way. PEX comes up and over. I'll show you the other side. So again, our oil is running right now because we haven't swapped over to wood yet. So what we're going to do, first thing we're going to do is before we pump, turn on our heat exchanger, this is where the PEX comes in, again, through the wall, down. This is our plate style heat exchanger. What we're going to do is, first things first, we're going to open these valves here. We're going to go outside to the boiler, turn on, plug in the pump. That's going to start circulating the water. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come back in and we're going to turn our heat exchanger pump on. That's going to start circulating the water. This pump here is going to start circulating the water through the hot heat exchanger, and then the oil is done. For the next 6 months, the oil will be done. So if we look, it says our temp's at about 140 for our temperature. We have our boiler set at 185. So let's go back out to the unit. Let's turn on our pump. That's going to get this to circulate. These are open. The reason why I open these first is because if I circulate this water, by the time I get back inside, this water has nowhere to expand and go. So you want to be sure. This is my setup. Turn these valves on. We're going to come back in for this pump. All right, back out at the furnace. 154. All our valves here are open. We have power here. Pump is running. This should get hot very quickly. Yep, almost immediately. So now we're circulating water. We'll probably see a dip in this. Might see a dip in temperature, but right now we're taking 150 degree water, 400 gallons, mind you, and now we're circulating it through the heat exchanger. So the only water that's cold is the water that's in the underground PEX and the water that's ambient temperature in the exposed PEX in the basement. So let's go back downstairs. We'll turn the heat exchanger pump on, and then we'll be officially on the wood. Makes me happy. Look at that. Burning clean. So you can hear and feel we're starting to get hot water in the house. So come back over here. Clearly you could tell that we're exchanging. Let me feel. Yep, hot in, hot out. Let's turn that on, and we should be good. I can hear it circulate. I can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it on camera, but I can hear it circulating. Pipes are getting hot. We turned our switch on. There's probably no call for heat. If we look in here, this is our box here. There's no red lights on, so there's no call for heat this very second. There we go. Now our pump's running. Okay. That's it. Officially on the wood. Well, that's a wrap, everybody. Walking back down to the furnace. I'm so happy this thing is running. What a difference around the homestead when this is running. Just it smells, we can start burning wood. I mean, we have so much stuff, so much wood to burn. It's absolutely wild. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. God bless. You know I gotta open the door one more time, right? Look at that. Yes. We are up and running. What are we at? 159. So we're circulating now. We're all business. We are 100% running off the wood. All looks good. Double check our water. Yep. Water level's right at the full mark. We're gonna circulate this for a couple days, then we'll actually check it. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless. Let me know what you think. Plenty of outdoor boiler videos coming. Best time of the year. It smells good. The jacket smells. The whole house smells. It's hot in there. You can crank the thermostats like you saw. So thanks for watching, guys. God bless. I really appreciate you guys being here. It's boiler season, and I couldn't be happier. So we'll see you guys out in the woods.